I just got the OBX Off-road Electric Scooter, so I want to give a full breakdown of what you get with this scooter. So let's unbox it. All right, so I just took it out of the box and it looks like it's pretty much all assembled, which is nice, or at least it's pretty much put together. All you gotta do is put the handlebars on and just pull this up or the handlebar up and it should be good. You get also a charger in the box right here, and then you get the manual with, it's like a couple screws and just an Allen wrench to basically, put it together. But yeah, it looks like we're just gonna need to slide the handlebar in and then maybe attach one screw and we should be good. So I put it together and honestly it was super easy. All you had to do was pretty much just slide the handlebar in here. So you just slide it down right here, and then there was just 4 screws. So there's 2 screws on this side and then 2 screws on this side. And once you install that, that's all you have to do. And just my overall first impressions of the scooter itself, really cool looking scooter. The overall frame of it is pretty much all metal. The handlebar is all metal right here. The frame around here is all metal as well. And even this foot plate right here is metal. So really good quality, and I feel like it should, be very durable. And now we'll just walk around it and show all the features around it before we get to riding. So first off, just talking about the handlebar. So this is a foldable scooter. So it's a foldable design, which is really nice. If you do need to take this with you on the go, all you have to do to fold it down is you just lift this up right here and then you pull it out and then it'll actually fold down, which I'll show you guys that a little bit later. Right here, as you can see the wheels, we have nice 10-inch wheels. Super nice, and you do have shocks on the front, so you actually have suspension on the front and the back, which I'll go over the back here in a second. But this is made to be an off-road scooter, so I really like that it has suspension on the front and back because that just gives it a lot smoother ride. But yeah, so those are the shocks on the front, and then over here on the bottom you have your battery. So it is a 48-volt battery, and it just sits here on the bottom there. You have your kickstand as well to keep it upright. To charge it, it's actually on this side. So on the right side of the scooter, there's this little flap right there, and that's how you charge it. So super easy to charge. And this battery right here is going to be able to give you about 28 to 35 miles on a single charge. And then going over here, you have your stand right here. Like I said, the frame is metal, and then you have kind of like this silicone padding right here. That's where you can put your feet, and it's nice because it gives you some extra grip. And then you have this back plate where you can actually put your back foot here just to have better balance and stuff while you're riding. And then over here, you also have more suspension on the back. You have a light on the back, so if you are riding this at nighttime, super nice, people can see you. Right here, you do have a screen display. You have your throttle right here. And then on this side, you have some other controls. You have, blinker and a horn. And I'll show you guys to turn it on. You just hold it for a couple seconds, and then you have your LCD display. You got your miles per hour. You got your odometer, how far you go. And then you have your different modes right here. So to change the modes, you actually just double click the power button. So right now it's on sport mode. There is 3 different modes, and this can go up to a speed of about 30 miles per hour. Depending on which mode you're on, it's going to adjust the speed. But if you double click it, as you can see now it's on eco mode, drive mode, and then sport mode. So there's those 3 modes depending on how fast you want to ride it, which is kind of nice. And then you do have the throttle right here. It is a push start throttle, so it's not going to go, when it's just sitting here. You do have to get on it and kind of push off, and then it'll start going, which I actually do like that. It is kind of a nice safety feature. That way you don't accidentally just push this and it starts going. You do have your battery level right here as well. And over here you do have a blinker button, you have a horn. So I'll show you guys the blinkers. There's actually lights on the side of the handlebars. So if you turn on the blinker, as you can see, and it does make a noise as well. There's a left blinker, and then if you put it to the right, there's the right blinker as well. And then you do have your horn right here. Pretty nice horn. And then you also have a little bell right here as well. If you don't want to use that horn, you just want to use that, you can do that as well. And then if you want to use the light, because there is a light in the front, you can just click the power button one time and the light will turn on, and that backlight will also turn on. It's really nice. And then when you're braking as well, there is just one brake, which it would have been nice if it had 2 brakes, but it's fine. This does the job. It is a front brake. So you have the front brake right here, just a single brake. But when you hold the brake, the backlight turns on as well. So that's really nice, at nighttime also to have. So to fold it down, it's super easy. Like I said earlier, you just pull this clip up like this, and then you can fold it down, and then you can actually use this little clip right here to actually attach it to where this, kind of back footrest is, and you can fold it in right there like this. That way when you're carrying it, super easy to move around. It's going to lock into place. You're not going to have the handlebars going everywhere. And yeah, just super easy to move around, put in your car and stuff like that. So it's a lot more portable. And now here's the scooter actually in action. As you can see, when I'm pushing down the throttle stationary, the scooter's not going to move because it has that safety feature. But then once you push off, then the throttle, when you push the throttle, it'll start going. and it's got really good acceleration, honestly. It's able to get to 20 miles per hour pretty fast, and then it kind of slowly, gradually gets up to 30 miles per hour if you have space, you know, and you can keep holding down the throttle. So the claim in the manual that OBX states where it can go 30 miles per hour, that's definitely true. I was able to get it up to there. I weigh about 185, 190, and I was able to get up to 30 miles per hour no problem and stay at that speed as well. So that's pretty awesome to see how fast it is. It does have a 1,000 watt peak motor, and you can feel that, I feel like, from the acceleration and how fast it's able to go. It does accelerate pretty quickly, and it's just a really fun scooter to ride. Here's another little angle of the acceleration so you can see, you know, as you can see, you push off and it's able to move, you know, pretty quickly. And one thing that's nice about the scooter, because it's so small, you know, you can turn really well. Also, it's got really good turning radius. That's just another reason why I think this is a really fun scooter to ride, because of how well it turns. And now I just want to show you guys some demos of the front brake. It does work really well. It's not too sensitive to where you feel like you're going to flip over the handlebars, which I was kind of worried about when testing out the scooter, you know, finding out that it's only the front brake. But actually, it's pretty loose enough to where, you know, you can pull it down pretty hard and it stops good, but you don't feel like you're going to, you know, fly over the handlebars, which is really good in my opinion. And one of the main features about the scooter is that it is an off-road scooter, and it does really well at that. I will say the suspension is good. However, you're still going to feel it, you know, if you're on a bumpy road like this with rock and stuff, you're still going to feel the bumps. But with the suspension and the 10-inch wheels, it does make it a lot smoother, and you know, you can still go over roads like this, you know, dirt roads, or go off-road with no problem at all. As you can see, I'm going up this little hill right here, and I'm able to go over it no problem, and it's actually really fun to ride on this. But you can still feel, you know, the bumps, you know, obviously like a normal scooter. Here's another angle of that. But, you know, it does make it a lot smoother with the wheels and the suspension. And here's just another clip of me actually going up an off-road hill, and I did, you know, get some speed before going up this hill. But as you can see, it's able to go up the hill pretty good as well. It is slowing down just because it is a little bit steep, but it was still able to make it up, which is pretty awesome. Here's another angle, kind of my POV view of the hill as well, and it was a pretty steep hill and was able to go up it, so that was impressive to see as well. And I feel like that kind of attests to that 1,000 watt peak motor as well. And here's another look at the suspension. As you can see, it's nothing crazy, you know, it's not like crazy suspension, but it's just enough to where, you know, it's going to be able to bounce up and down and be able to make the bumps a lot more smoother when you're riding it. Now, as far as just my overall thoughts go in review, I think this is an awesome scooter. It's super smooth, it's fun to ride, you know, it goes up to 30 miles per hour, and for being a scooter, you know, this small and compact, 30 miles per hour is pretty awesome. I do like that it has the off-road scooter as well, and the suspension. I will say, if you're going on super bumpy, you know, dirt roads, you are going to feel it. However, the suspension does make it smoother than you will be without it. So I do like that it has that. And overall, you know, if you're just going on a flat road, it just feels very smooth. And I feel like you almost feel like you're going faster than 30 miles per hour just because of how smooth it is. And I do think the full metal frame really helps with that as well. You know, you don't feel like you're wobbling or anything like that when you get up to the top speed of, you know, 25 to 30 miles per hour. Whereas some scooters, maybe this small, you know, if you're going that fast, you might feel a little bit unstable. This one, you do feel really stable still, just because it has that metal frame and because of the suspension and stuff. And so the only downside to it, in my opinion, is I wish it did have a back brake, just because the back brake is usually the brake that I usually use. But one thing I did notice is the front brake, it's not super tight, it's not super sensitive. It works great, but it's not super sensitive. And so if you do pull on it pretty hard, at least on this one out of the box, I didn't feel like I was going to flip over the handlebars or anything like that. And so it is kind of loose enough to where it works great, but you're not feeling like you're going to fly over the handlebars. And so honestly, it does the job. You know, it brakes well. However, I usually do use the back brake, and so I would like if it did have two brakes. But yeah, other than that, it's an awesome scooter, super fun to ride, super smooth, like I said. If you guys are looking for a scooter in the kind of 30 miles per hour range, I think this is an awesome option in my opinion.